I think one of the person mwenye amenimake nikue at least ni feel the nice part of you is Joy, assuring me that Pastor Dave is not that bad. You have just to be free around her.
Joy, do you remember the first time you bumped into me?
Yes, vividly. I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
So, it was just, I think, the first Sunday of the semester.
Yes. What would you say to someone, or what would you tell that one student who is always looking at Pastor Debbie and wondering, how do I interact with a pastor? Hello, welcome back to the Chaplain's mic. I hope you're doing well. Happy Easter! Yeah, Easter is just around the corner. I hope by the time you watch this, you will be celebrating Easter, or maybe just a few days after Easter. Now, I am excited today. It's been a good ride this year, just talking about the chaplaincy in learning institutions. And I had my friends the other time, and then I had Nancy come on board. And today I have two other students who are my friends, and I just want to engage them into a conversation on chaplaincy and even their personal lives. Now, as usual, I remind you that every time we get to this channel, we talk about the real sacred stories behind the syllabus. Stories they don't write in the curriculum, but these are the stories that shape chaplaincy in our learning institutions. Now, allow me to introduce this handsome young man and a beautiful lady that are joining me today. Karibuni sana to the Chaplain's mic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll give you a chance to introduce yourself. And in the introduction, I want you to tell people who you are, what you do, and you can also share with us something people find awkward about you or weird about you. Let's start with you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be known as handsome today. My name is Gaddafi.
But you're handsome.
Okay, it's good. I didn't know before. So my name is Gaddafi. Gaddafi is fifth year student at the School of Pharmacy, Kabarak. And it's a pleasure. Something that people find awkward in me, that mini dictator chini ya maji.
Oh, you are?
Chini ya maji.
So I should be worried. I've never seen that part of you. But I see a part of you that is very strong-willed and also very respectful. Like, structured.
Yes.
I see that part.
I agree too.
Yeah. Karibu Joy.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Joy Mweni, School of Business student doing diploma in tourism management, and right now I'm just completing my attachments, and I'm happy to be here. And I don't know what people find awkward about me. To say the truth, I'm not sure what people find awkward about me, so I don't know.
I know one. You talk to yourself when you're problem solving things. You will just find Joy talking to someone, and you may think she's talking to someone and she's really talking. And then when you get there, it's just her talking to herself. So that's something weird. Myself, I find in you. Welcome to the Chaplain's mic. And here we just talk about chaplaincy in learning institutions. So as we start off, I don't know how your year has been so far. I would say myself, I have enjoyed being a chaplain this semester. The last 4 months, we are now in the 4th month of the year, and I think the ride has been smooth. Of course, I've had my own ups and downs here and there. One thing that has really put me on toes is my exams. I have exams coming up, and that has been a thing for me. I mean, having to study statistics and data management. There's something about that, but I am happy. Everything has been okay, I would say so. How has your year been? Is there something that you're learning that is new? Is there something that you're experiencing that is different? How has your semester been?
Thank you. I think I would have the best part of the year compared to that is the last third of the year, that is 2025. 2026, January to March has been good, and most of my achievement for the whole life of campus has concentrated in the year 2026.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I'm glad God granted me this one, and I'm hoping that moving forward, even this session alone, it's an achievement for me, and I'm hoping the rest of the year becomes even sweeter, to say so, with God's grace. And maybe a challenge for this year, I've had to get to know that people do not just work with what you say. You create your own impression on people. So I work very hard to create a good impression on people, not just what I say, but it better go up to I say even death, just for you to have that good impression on me.
Which is true.
Yes,
I agree with you. The other day we were talking about monkey see, monkey do. So they see more of what you're saying, you're doing, more than what you're telling them. Yeah, so I agree with that. Yes, Jay, what's different?
I think for me, my whole last year I've been busy, up and down, up and down. I was privileged to serve in the choir as one of the leaders, and that's being a leader and also managing people, that one has been keeping me on my toes. So for the start of this January, since I passed on my baton, it has been so chilled. I've also not known what to do with most of my time, because I'm already used to like doing things on my own. So it's been a very interesting turn of events.
If both of you could summarize just how your year has been in one word, what would you say? Mine has been interesting, I would say so.
I'll let Joy go first, because
how has your year been?
she has said she passed the baton to me.
Yeah. By the way, she passed the baton
yes.
to you. Guys. In a word.
This year or starting from
this year now?
This year, unexpected.
Unexpected?
Yeah, that's hard. I'd say my year.
Because you have a lot of time,
yes,
and you don't know what to do with all this time.
Yeah.
For me, I will say this is my year of growth. Yeah, so I'll use growth as a summary.
A summary of everything that has been going on. Okay, interesting. What people don't know is that we began the year together. Yeah, but there's something I always ask everyone when they come here on the chaplain's mic. I always ask them, what do you remember and how did we, what do you remember about the first time we met and how did we meet? Joy, do you remember the first time you bumped into me?
Yes, vividly. I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
So it was just I think the first Sunday of the semester.
Yes.
And at that time we were waiting for the high school students to finish their service. Yeah. And I was just standing alone under a tree. My mind was elsewhere. And then out of nowhere, do you know, I actually saw you from the road, from the mess. That's road. I saw you and you were wearing, it was a white dress or something. Yes. And then I saw you, and then I just knew in my mind, this girl is going to approach me. And I am just alone. The fact that I'm standing alone, I just knew you were going to approach me. And then, true to my thinking, you were approaching me. And then you came, and then now you were like, and then we started talking, and then now you're telling me about you went for a mission. And then now you introduced yourself. I told you my name is Joy, and then you're like, I'm also called Joy. Very fun fact, she's called Joy. Deborah Joy. Yes. And then I was like, yeah, you also named Joy. And then now we I think with the bonding, and then I was telling you I'm just interested in the mission. Like though you were speaking with so much passion, I was like, oh wow. And then now we entered in the chapel. Then the service started, and then the VC was now introducing, and then I was like, you're a staff member. you're the assistant chaplain. Yes. I didn't actually know it was you. So I knew it that Sunday. And then now you went and then you're called. And then I remember also you were sitting and then there was a girl. I think it was Patience. She turned and then she was telling you, but hey, you know, this one is the daughter of somebody, of our provost here. Yeah. And then I was like, and then you were so surprised. You're like, and why didn't you tell me? And then I was just like, you know, I don't like most people knowing.
There's a statement you told me that day that I want people to know me for me, not know me through my parents.
I'm so happy I met you before you met my parents, like before you knew them more.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's right. Because maybe you would have been more closed. That's interesting.
So happy. Yeah, it was a very interesting first encounter that we had.
Yeah. And from then, I would say from my end, what I have experienced, now interacting with you more. Of course, after that, I invited you for tea, and then we had a sleepover, and then I think I have experienced a lot of joy. You have a lot of joy in life around people. Yeah, so that's what I have experienced interacting with you from a chaplain's point of view. Gaddafi, do you remember the first time we met? What you heard about me?
I think I'd given Joy a tip of the iceberg before we came here.
Oh, I didn't know. Behind the 10 people are talking.
So the first time I saw you, that was a Sunday service. You were seated just in front there, and I think you had the sermon. You did the sermon that day. So in my mind, that same statement I was telling Joy, kwani university wameamua aje?
Someone very young.
Yeah, because all of the time, we have had male chaplains. The chaplains here have been made of male, and then you tell us, Debbie has been studying again. I didn't see you anywhere within the 3 years of your studies. And then, she had graduated last year, and now she has been appointed, I don't know, to be the assistant chaplain. Then me and my friends, we are at the back there and saying, maybe they are joking. It's something kushikilia, watakuja kupata someone waheke hapo. Okay. So I was interested to know, because my fear is always getting to know people, like mimi kujipresent. So nangoja an instant itupate, then we interact. So the first instance to interact is easier. That is an MS. If you had texted me and then I am going to lead you, then I'm like, kumbe ilikuwa serious. So now I have to agree.
Yeah, we are going into a conference with you.
I think one of the person mwenye amenimake nikwe at least ni feel the nice part of you is Joy, assuring me that Pastor Dave is not that bad. You have just to be free around her, and things will be okay. Yeah. Because I was telling Joy, I don't know what I'm going to do.
When we were going to an LMS.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, ama nisiende juu sasa.
Yeah.
Because my impression.
How do I interact with Pastor Dave?
Yes. Because always my fight is a good impression to people. If I see that I can't make it, nasema I can leave it out. I was to delegate it to someone else, my seat. And then nikasema, whatever it comes, let me just go. And I was interested in the baton from Joy. So I say, if it's a leadership summit, let me go. And I think I was impressed. Inaitwa the art of giving. Yeah. That time that Shadis sent you to pursue nilete here, then tomorrow you don't have to pay. I'm like, hey, okay. Kwani tumekuwa.
It was just a pair of Crocs. Someone had sent me Vaseline. Like, well, there were things I could afford.
So then I tell Joy, ambia pasi, atulete some chewing gum, akirudi, we'll pay. And then I'm like, so nilituma yangu. Then it becomes as a group. Now you guys don't have to pay. I'm like, hey, now here I have to fight for my life. So that made me, I think Joy alinisaidia to overcome that fear, so that at least we interact very well. But since then, that is January, I think I've learned to know that apart from people just being in positions, there's always that they recognize that you also human beings, and for you to reach out to them, lazima wakuje chini kidogo, so that you guys can converse. Yeah. So I'm glad, because otherwise, the fear I had, and then you present yourself like someone in power and in office, that will be the end of me.
Let me ask you something, and then I'll be commenting about what you have said from the chaplain's point of view. What would you say to someone, or what would you tell that one student who is always looking at Pastor Debbie and wondering, how do I interact with the pastor?
Yeah, so I will recognize first that I had fear.
Yes.
And that is okay. And the fear, for now, I will say the fear wasn't valid, because I feared, how do I interact with pastor? Like, she was just employed the other day, she might be protecting her position, and then you just, like a student, you just want to misbehave around, you know. Hey.
No,
Yes. Okay, I don't know. Because you want to be like, you want to remain a student in what you say and what you do, and the pastor remains remains in office.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will say it's not about, you just get out the fear, interact respectfully, and when you say whatever you want, people listen. Yeah. Someone have to hear you first before judging you. Yeah. So you present your case in a respectful way, people will respect your opinions and listen to them. Yeah.
There's something I want to comment about what Gaddafi has talked about, and even my encounter with Joy. There's always that first impression and also the fear that you have. But I want to speak from the chaplaincy point of view. There is the chaplain, a person, and there is the chaplaincy, the profession. Now, the chaplain, a person, is, for example, Debbie. When you meet Debbie, Debbie is a normal human being. I experience life just like any other person. I am a woman. If women are having issues with periods and everything, I go through that as a woman. I am just a normal human being. I'll feel pain. There are times I will cry. There are times. So you meet Debbie, the person. And then there is now Debbie, the chaplain, in the chaplaincy department. So when you meet me in the professional gear, I will also be professional. But you need to know that you are interacting with, first of all, somebody who is a human being. If the name pastor is not in my name, like the prefix pastor is not there, it's just Debbie. In fact, my certificates are just written Deborah Joy Juma. So there is Debbie the person. And so when you get to interact with me, or even with any other chaplain, whether you are in another institution and you're watching this today, I want you to know that there is the person and there is now the chaplain in that person. So don't confuse the two, because if you get fixated in the point of this is a chaplain, a pastor, you will limit yourself. You will block so many things. I think interacting with you has been very easy after you knew this is just a human being. Just a human being like me, right? Yeah. So there is that respect of the office, but then it's a person. This is just a person, right? Yeah. So it's good for people to know that it's easy to interact with people once you know they are people just like you. And just like learners come to the university as a people too, we also get into our profession as a people too. We are doing life just like any other person. Yeah.
Yeah, something I wanted to mention before we close is this morning when I texted you and, oh, good morning, Pasi. Then you tell me I'm just feeling hell off of life. And then I'm like, hey. And then the next time you tell me, I am just feeling a lot of pressure. I have 8 units and I'm just feeling pressure. I'm like, so this is now another turn. Apart from me like presenting whatever I feel or whatever burden I can have to come with, you also have something to present. We can help, yeah?
You even asked me, is everything okay, Pasi? Because you texted me and I was like, I'm just floating in the air. You know, one thing about me is that when you ask me how I am, I don't just say fine or okay. I tell you how I am. You wanted to know how I am doing. Like, so I'm like, I'm just floating in the air. And so I noticed you picked up and you're like, is everything okay? Yeah.
Then I have to come in and, hey, so now this is what I was taught. There's art of resilience. Yeah, people go through this. So Pasi, with the little that I can support you with, please take this.
And it's a good thing. Actually, what Gaddafi is saying, he texted me and he told me is everything okay? So I was there, I explained, and I told him, I just have many units. Adulting is happening. I think that's the term I used. Adulting is happening, and I have to do 1, 2, 3 things. And so I am floating in the air. And so Gaddafi told me the art of resilience per se. You know what? You have to do this because you can do it by the grace of God. It is two-way. The chaplain is also a person. We are not there to just give instructions and act like we are demigods. We are just human beings, just like you. So as we close this first episode, I just want to remind you that that chaplain you see every day is just a person like you. The way I met my friend Joy and I met Gaddafi, it's the same way you can meet them and have conversations with them. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.